Hey, what the hell's going on, you guys? It is Stu, playing NegativeAE, and welcome back to When They Cry. Last we left off, we had just figured out that Shion and Mion are different people. So that's interesting. We're not going to continue just yet because we do have new tips that we have to read. It hasn't been a while.
だから初めましてじゃないですって。昨日まで毎日お会いしてたじゃないですか。
もういい。お前がそうだって言うならそういうことでいい。
One from Shion's house came to get me in a station wagon. I'd initially refused, but Shion insisted, so both my bicycle and I ended up stuffed in the car. Said car was currently driving across the single bumpy road leading to Hinamizawa. For goodness sake, Shion was at Mion's level at least, or even better, maybe even a better actor. Either way, no matter what questions I pressed her, she'd slip out of them like an eel.
しかし、そっくりだな。ミオンみたいに髪を後ろで結んだら、やっぱりミオンそっくりになるのか?
Tied your hair back like Mion does, but you look at me.
さあ、試せばそうなるんじゃないですか。私たち筋金入りの一卵性ですから。昔は服を取り替えっこしただけで誰も見破れなかったものです。お姉と一緒に断るごとに入れ替わっていろいろと騙したりしましたっけ。
The middle-aged driver was wearing a black suit. Wearing a black suit, heaved a heavy sigh like he were a butler.
なあにかさい、その深いため息は。
失礼しました。昔から変わられないなと思っただけですよ。
You could see many years of hardship on the man's face through the rearview mirror.
それより、ケイちゃんの家ってこっちでいいんですか？葛西はその先本家の道以外はひなみ沢をよく知らないから、任せておくと矢後地あたりまで走ってっちゃいますよ。
そりゃ困る。すみません。次の右に入る細い道のところで止めてください。そこまでで結構です。
He stopped the car at the desired place. The driver, the Sai-san, got my bike out of the trunk for me. Sorry about that. Thank you very much for showing me home today.
圭一さんでしたか、お名前。
あ、はい。
いろいろと災難はあると思いますが、そのうち飽きると思いますので、どうかそれまでご辛抱ください。
He gave me a deep, deep look of sympathy. This guy's definitely been dealing with the Sonozaki sisters ever since they were little kids.
ですが、ミオンさんと同じで、根は優しい方なんですよ。
それはつまり、ミオン並みに迷惑をかけるやつだということですか。
The man's face froze in a smile, his reply lost. Hey, back me up here.
じゃあね、ケイちゃん。また会いましょうね。お姉にもよろしくお伝えください。私も明日からひなみ沢の学校に通おうかな。
絶対に来るな。シオンが転校してきたら、俺が沖宮の学校に転校するから。
それはすごくひどいことですよ、ケイちゃん。
Short beep of the horn. The man gave a little wave to me from the driver's seat. Then the car withdrew into the dark night roads, leaving dust in its wake. And this entire day it made no sense. I ran into Mion while I was with Shion, and the former's expression, like a pigeon shot with a pellet gun, had finally begun to make a strong impression on me. Alright, sure. Okay, yeah, sure. Let's move on. I don't really have any words for that. Like, it was kind of like, oh goodness me, we have some soft-hearted music. it was kind of like Shion was dropping me off, and that the driver was really concerned for me. I still don't know what's happening, but we'll see. The next day, it was a strange day where Mion was desperate to regain her composure. Every time our eyes met, she would say that she had something to do or that she had to use the washroom and run off. Unable to just watch, Rena was taking care of her the entire time.
今日のミオンさん、徹底的に変ですわね。
一部始終を知ってはいるんだが、なんとも説明しづらい。
女の子には不安定になる時もあるのです。放っておいてあげるのが一番なのですよ。
Turning around, I saw Rena calling me from the hallway. Wonder what it was.
ケイチくん、こっちこっち。
なんだよ、こんなとこに呼んで内緒話か？
その災難だったみたいだね。
ね、
みーちゃん、かなり壊れてたけど、なんとか直しておいたから。
よく直せたな。一体どうやって？
うん、テレビと同じ。斜め45度くらいの角度で、えいえいって。
Saying that she made a chopping motion. You know, I can't tell if you're joking or not, right?
明日からは大丈夫だから。だけど、ケイチくんにもお願いしたいことがあるの。
悪気はないんだが、なぜか罪の意識もある。何でも聞くぞ。
うん。みーちゃんはね、昨日までの数日間のこと、なかったことにするから。
Oh. Okay. This is their insurance plan right here. Alright. Never happened, huh? Rena, stop erasing memories, girl. Alright, no, I get it. I understand. So Mion was normal up until now.
だからね、ケイチくんもなかったことにしてあげて。それでみーちゃん、いつも通りだから。
Okay.
そんな簡単なことで本当に大丈夫なのか？
No, she couldn't. She couldn't be. Because murder still happened before this, right? So, but this is why they're not talking about Shion in the first episode.
お願いだから、みーちゃんの心の整理がつくまで、そっとしておいてあげてよ。
わかったよ。
Even though I shouldn't have been at fault, for some reason I felt guilty. The one at fault here was the one who knew about the entire situation and pretended to be Mion for an entire day. Shion. But she never once said that she was Mion. What am I supposed to be angry at? Seeing me stomping around the ground impatiently, Rena giggled.
でも、ケイチくんもわかったでしょ？みーちゃんにも可愛いところがあるんだって。
Rena talked in a calm voice as her hair rustled in the wind.
ああ、退屈しないやつだということがわかった。
よかった。
Following this curt reply, Rena looked up at the sky and stretched.
ケイチくんがそれに気づいてくれれば、この数日間の出来事はすぐに笑い話になるんだよ。
But wait. Okay. So we've discussed how they're not gonna talk about Shion with Mion, but where's Shion going? Does Shion die? Oh no, best girl, please no. Please no, best girl. They're gonna kill her. She's a side character. Clear sky toward into the distance. Is
今
dead.
日は部活も何もなし。今日だけは申し訳ないけどケイチくん、下校は一人でいい。明日からは元通りだから、今日だけ。ね。
If all it took for everything to go back to normal was to leave Mion alone for today, then it was an easy decision
わ
to
かった
make.
よ。ミオンに面と向かって言えないからレナに言っとく。なんだか申し訳ないな。謝る。
Dude, this information is never gonna reach my freaking Mion's ears.
元はといえば圭一君が無神経なことを言うからいけなかったんだよね。これに懲りて少しはデリカシーってものを身につけるんだよ。
へいへい、努力します。
So Rena's gonna destroy Mion's memory so she doesn't remember that she has a sister or some shit. That day was the shortest day of my life. Rena was talking to Mion while accompanying her around the entire time. It looked like a really fun conversation, so I reflexively thought about joining in, but I had made a promise not to. It seemed that Mion was also trying her best to ignore me. So likewise, I did my best to ignore her. The first time in a while, I ate lunch alone. Mion and Rena ate theirs by themselves. I let out a sigh in my ashen mood. Rika-chan came over and patted me on the head.
圭一もミーもいっぱいいっぱいお勉強しましたですね。
I'd never say it like that. It made me sound like we were having romantic problems. I didn't like that one bit. Hopefully the teacher would notice and call us to the staff room after school or something.
きっと圭一は素敵な大人になれますですよ。なでなで。
Did she say pat pat out loud? Is that how you say pat?
リカちゃんはお勉強家だからすごい素敵な大人になれそうだな。
もちろんなのですよ。僕は大人になったらすごいすごいのです。あら、私も大人になったらすごいレディーになるんですのよ。
サトコはいくつになってもお子様だと思うぞ。かけてもいい。
なんですって？
Satoko. Jesus fuck. As Satoko snapped her fingers, a washbin fell from above, hitting me squarely in the head.
いってー、何しやがんだ、サトコ。
It was a day I could thoroughly appreciate the value of having friends. That's the halfway. That was the shortest halfway that I think this game has ever seen. We are going into the second half of this mini chapter thing. I'm guessing because the second half is usually more serious than the first half. So they just wanted to get all the dumb stuff out of the way, and that's why the first half was so short. Today was Saturday, so school ended in the blink of an eye. It really felt good to go home with the sun so high in the sky. On any other day, our club would have been up to mischief during our ample after-school time, but today, Rika-chan had a rehearsal for tomorrow's Watanagashi to go
リカちゃんはどんな調子？
Tomorrow's Watanagashi?
?練習はバッチリ。
去年よりは頑張りますです。去年は終わった後、ヘトヘトの汗だらけだったんだよね。今年はもっともっと様になってますわよ。特訓の成果、ご期待あそばせですの。
Okay. Is this happening at the same time as the last game? Is this like the scenes that I didn't see in the first game? But the result... There's been no parallel scenes, right? Like, if it was going to be in the same time frame, I don't know. The Watanagashi Festival, everyone had been talking about this tomorrow, isn't it? Festival being in June. Is it in June before? Now I'm suspicious of everything. Festival being in June felt a little early to me, but the onset of summer came quickly this year, so it fit the image of summer festival pretty well.
じゃあ僕たちは失礼しますです。明日を楽しみになさいませ。それではごきげんようですわ。
Satoko and Rika-chan waved to us energetically and then left.
そういえば聞いてなかったんだけど、祭り会場ってどこなんだ？この辺って祭りのできそうな場所なんてあったっけ？
フルデ神社でやるんだよ。ほら、以前にみんなでお散歩した時に行ったでしょ。
We went there for a walk one day.
あの見晴らしの良かったところ。神社には立派な集会所とかもあって、老人会のカラオケとか習字サークルの会合とかを時々やってるからね。
I also...
単なる神社というよりは公共施設のような雰囲気だね。
My character's also confused about where the shrine is, even though we had lunch at it in the first episode. So I don't know what's happening.
なるほどね。それなら立派なのも納得かな。
みーちゃんちも今日の設営にはお手伝いに行くの？
うん、男手がいるからね。町から親類が大勢手伝いに来るよ。
Male hands, huh? Well, I mean, I have nothing to do at home today.
俺みたいのが飛び入りで参加するとかえって邪魔になるか？
ケイちゃん、手伝いに来てくれるの？
迷惑なら行かねえよ。単なる興味だからさ。
We had bond dances and other festivals at the town I used to live in, but I didn't even know where they took place, much less wanted to help. You could say that I had absolutely no connection to the region. Having come to Hinamizawa, though, it really made me feel like this place was a home that I had returned to. Before I knew it, I had harbored a little interest in the small community activity of preparing for a festival the day before.
ケイチくん頑張れるかな？テントを立てたりパイプ椅子を並べたり結構重労働って聞いてるよ。
別に俺一人でやるわけじゃないだろ。みんなでやればきっと早いぜ。
Leon looked happy to hear that, but at the same time her expression was complex, tinged with hesitation. Rena gave her the last push for me.
じゃあ決定だね。行ってきなよケイチくん。みーちゃんはビシビシこき使ってあげてね。
レナの推薦じゃ仕方ないな。じゃあさ、帰ったらラフな格好で神社に来なよ。汗拭き用のタオルもあるといいかもね。
よし来た。俺こう見えても太陽の下で汗をかくの嫌いじゃないんだぜ。
Am I just not gonna see Shion
せ
again?
いぜい腰を痛めないようにね。じゃあおじさんはこの辺で。私も着替えたらすぐに神社に行くから。
みーちゃんも頑張ってね。バイバイ。
And waved vigorously to us and left. As far as I could tell from her gallant retreating figure, she seemed to have recovered from the weak state she had yesterday.
女の子は切り替えが早いんだから。もうみーちゃんも大丈夫だよ。
Yeah, because you fucking brainwashed her. Piece of crap.
うん。
I hate you.
あれだけ綺麗に切り替えてくれるとこっちも実に合わせやすい。
Switching back to normal so cleanly really makes it easy for me to talk to her. Oh, I wonder why that
で
is.
も面白かったでしょ？シンデレラみたいっていうのかな。魔法が解けたらもう会えないってところが。
Rena began to giggle a fair bit in amusement. Did she like this sort of thing? Incidentally, me going along with it gave me a weird, hard-to-describe feeling. Did I turn myself into a plaything, or did they do it for
そん
me?
なに面白いならレナももう一人の自分を演じればいいじゃないか。
面白そうだね。じゃあケイチくんはどんなレナに会いたいかな。
One with a bust size of at least 90? Huge knockers that you're okay with me touching?
そんなの無理。
料理上手でお昼のお弁当を作ってくれて朝は迎えに来てくれて。
He's a little bit of
そ
a...
れいつもやってる。
He's one of those people. I pull in his head and grip and start to... Not that I argue with him, it's
優
just...
遇レナなんだろ。レイナじゃなくてレナ。
This man's actually saying it
だ
out
から
loud.
レナはいつまでもレナのまんまでいろ。
謝 りがとう。お祭りのお手伝い頑張ってね。
おう、明日祭りで会おうな。
Changed right away, and slinging a towel around my neck like Neon suggested, I set off for the shrine. At the shrine, there were more people than you'd imagine that even live in Hinamizawa there. All cordoning, oh my goodness, cordoning off areas, I guess that means closing off areas, and setting up tent frameworks, chatting amongst themselves as they did so. Alright, where's Mion? The liveliness of the throng didn't make it easy to look for her. I searched around as if I already worked there, and suddenly the principal called out to me.
前原君であるか。関心である。綿流しの準備のお手伝いに来たのかね。
ああ、どうも。何かお手伝いできないかなって思いまして。
首相な心がけである。存分に汗を流すがよいぞ。
Spurred on by the principal, I came upon a group of people setting up
あり
tents.
ゃ、前原の兄ちゃんじゃねえの。ひょっとして手伝いに来たのかい？
I hadn't found Mion yet, but I supposed I'd just get in her way if I ran into her.
おっす、手伝いに来ました。よろしくお願いします。
若いのは元気があっていいね。ほら、軍手つけてテントは組んだことあるかい？
いえ、初めてっす。
Delighting in teaching a new skill to someone younger, plenty of people happily taught me all sorts of things.
じゃあ、兄ちゃんは天幕の内側に入って天骨の紐だけ結んで、結んだら足を立てて残りの紐も結ぶからな。
蝶々結びでいいんですよね。よいしょ、よいしょ。
結んだか、立てるぞ。いっせーの。
What was nothing more than a collapsed tent was raised on 4 splendid legs before my eyes in mere moments. Whoa. Seeing it put together like that, like this, is actually pretty moving.
ほれほれ、感動してる場合じゃないぞ。まだまだたくさんあるんだからな。トラックにテントを積んであるから、ここまで持ってきな。
How many tents do you need for a festival, I wonder?
重いから2人でやれよ。
Isn't like the main event like the just watching the shrine maidens do stuff? I mean, I'm very uneducated in the whole
大丈夫っすよ。俺こう見えても結構力あるんすから。
festival thing, but like I feel like you don't need many tents. They look light enough, so I thought they were, but they're heavy.
だから2人で運べって言ったろ。ほれほれ。
Said the man, lifting it with a grunt, taking it away under his arm. Either I'm weaker, these old guys have all have superhuman strength. I think they
ほ
do.
ら、一番若いんだから汗しないとダメだぞ。頑張れ頑張れ。終わった後のビールがうまいぞ。
俺未成年だし。
Sweat dripped from my body. I had been fully and completely absorbed in helping them. I would have never thought the cold barley tea from the Women's Society could taste this delicious.
若いからね。担当のみ。
ありがとうございます。
It was then that I realized a crowd had formed near the shrine a ways off. Oops. When I took a closer look, I saw a girl dressed in shrine maiden garb and a handful of old men looking like they were preparing for the ceremony
リカちゃ
together.
んか？おーい、リカちゃん、頑張れよ。
I shouted and it seemed like she heard me. Rika-chan, positively exploding with vitality, answered with a smile. The older guys with me watched Rika-chan as well, with distant gazes.
リカちゃまも頑張るな。
Rika-chama. Chama's a new ending that I've not heard before. Is doing a great
去
job.
年に比べると だいぶ板についてきたみたいだしな。
She seems far more used to this than she did last year. The old lady who gave me tea clasped what looked like prayer beads in her hands and
イ
said,
カ様、ありがたや、ありがたや。
I've heard Sama, but not Chama. Rika Chama. We thank you, we thank you. And just like that, began to respectfully pray to her. I just remembered that they called it the Furude Shrine. Wasn't Rika-chan's full name Rika Furude?
そうだよ。リカちゃまのフルデ一族は代々大社様をお祭りする由緒正しい一族なんだよ。
I'd always gotten the feeling that she wasn't quite your average person, but it turned out she was from an esteemed family.
昨年神主様だったお父さんが亡くなられてからはああやって頑張って祭事を引き継いでおるんだよ。この立派になった姿、神主様に見せたかったの。
え、リカちゃんのお父さんって。
よし、次は使わないパイプ椅子を沖小の体育館に戻しちゃおっか。マキさん、K を回して何人か連れてってよ。
じゃあ前原君、最後にもう一働きしようか。
They make me do more work? Can't tell if they know I'm a minor or not, but the old men all cheer me on, encouraging me to do the best and that the beer will be great. It's a small town. No one's gonna know if you have a beer, but beer's honestly not even that good. A-chan working hard, I see. I passed by Mion. She was carrying a big cardboard box. It looked like she was right in the middle of working as well. Judging by the sweat seeping into her shirt, it seemed I wasn't the only one with his hands full.
頑張ってるぜ。ミオンも頑張れよ。ビールがうまいぞ。
We worked to the bone until the sun began to set and it started cooling off. It was soon full-fledged night, and the clear sound of the Higurashi erased the moderate pain I felt. The older guys began their night before drinking party in a tent a fair bit off, causing quite a ruckus. The shrine grounds, on the other hand, had turned into a lonely road tickled by the cool evening breeze, despite being so festive just a little while ago. Wouldn't felt good. I leaned on one of the stone guardian dogs at the front of the shrine. I gave my legs a good stretch as I let my mind wander, and suddenly a paper cup filled with barley tea was thrust before me.
ケイちゃんお疲れ様。はい、麦茶です。
お、気が利くな。サンキュー、
Her voice sounded exactly the same, but it was somehow different.
あ、お前は。
Give me an image.
どうも、シオンです。
Hey, Shion desu!
気が利いているのはシオンの方。
Don't go giving Mion all the
聞
credit.
いてないのがミオンの方ですので、お間違いなきよ。
シオン、てめえ、ここで会ったが100年目。
ケイちゃんが勝手に勘違いしたんで、私は初めからシオンとしか名乗ってませんし。
それを言われると弱い。
そうそう、お姉にすらかなわないケイちゃんが私にかなうわけないんですから。それより麦茶。
Anyway, your tea.
ぬるくなっちゃいますよ。もう機嫌直してください。だからこれ仲直りの麦茶ってことで。
Well, she did come all the way here to give it to me. I guess I'll accept it. I took the cup and downed it in one gulp. Then suddenly, I heard a loud shout and it got stuck in my throat.
今度はどっちだ。
Which one is it this
俺
time?
のミオンか。
シオン、あんたなんでまたケイちゃんと一緒にいるわけ？お姉と違って私は気配りとかできるタイプですから、汗だくになってたケイちゃんを放っておけなくて麦茶を持ってきたわけです。 ところでお姉はなんで麦茶を2つも持ってるんですか
Okay. Yeah, I mean, I've figured that Mion has liked me for a while. I think even since the first game.
これは
He's very like buddy, you know. But it's weird
大雑
that
把で自分さえ良ければいいお姉がクラスメートの男の子に海外しく麦茶を持ってくるわけないですよね。
this is a weird situation where I'm friend zoning my friend Mion. But I don't know. This face makes me think that she's really bad, and I really like her. I don't want her to be bad, but I know she's going to be.
結局何なんですその2つの麦茶は。
これはそのすっごく喉が渇いちゃって2杯は飲めるかなーなんて。
お姉らしい。それ一気一気。
As Shion cheer, I really want to see the anime now. Now I'm like, because I want to see what Shion looks like in the anime. As Shion cheered at her, Mion downed both cups of tea, one after another.
さすがはお姉。見事な飲みっぷりでした。ケイちゃんも拍手拍手。
Suddenly the situation has gotten unbelievable. Mion doesn't usually get manipulated so easily like that. I've known for a while now, but Shion is
ミオンって
terrified.
シオンには頭上がらないのか？
私シオン嫌い。この前からもっと嫌いになった。
Snap of a camera shutter.
こんばんは。
Do I know Tomitaki-san? This is right here the key. If we're in the same universe, I know him already. And if we're not in the same universe, I don't know him.
いよいよ明日がお祭りだね。今日は準備お疲れさん。
こんばんは。あら、シオンちゃん、珍しいわね。こっちへ来るなんて。
ありゃ、富田家のおじさまに高野さんじゃないですか。
Do I
こ
know
んばんは。ご無沙汰いたしております。
I don't know him. What? What's going on? So this is an illusion. It's gotta be. Or a different universe. Or I'm not Keiichi, I'm freaking... Maybe I was Satoshi both times. Or no, maybe I'm Satoshi this time. And this is what happened to Satoshi. But why would they all call me Keiichi? I'm so confused. My only explanation is that I must be someone else. But that can't be true because they're all calling me Keiichi. You really did a very good job today. I'm impressed. Wait. Have we... Oh, shit. Wait. Now this makes zero sense to me. Have we met before? That means this is taking place after. This is a direct sequel. No. But that can't be because the Watanagashi is happening real soon. Unless that's a lie put on by the whole town. I haven't asked anybody that's not in the town whether the Watanagashi is supposed to be happening right now or not. But then, how is Tomitaki-san alive? Because Tomitaki-san's dead in the first one. There's so many questions I
こん
have.
ばんは。
すみません。覚えがないです。
高野美代さんだよ。ケイちゃんはまだ風邪とかで診療所のお世話にはなってない？美代さんは診療所で看護師さんをやってるんだよ。
高野よ。よろしくね。治療に来るときは教えてね。太めの注射針を用意しておくから。
そりゃご丁寧にどうも。
All of this is very confusing. Tomitaki-san seemed to be quite entertained at the Sonozaki Tsuns being in the same place, and he took picture after picture.
いやー、一卵性ソーセージとは聞いてたけど、並んでみると壮観だね。本当にそっくりなんだな。
そっくりなのは外見だけじゃないんですよ。ほら、下着もお揃い。
Shion best girl. I don't know what she is.
バカバカ、あんた何すんの？
Shion's the best girl, dude. Things have never been as lively as the two of them are together. I thought they were exactly the same at first, but I've started to get a handle on which one is which. Mion is Mion, and Shion, well, she seems a far better actor than Mion was. In the first place, somebody that could spurn Mion so easily wouldn't have shown such weakness to those lard buckets at Angelmore. If that's the case, then that cowardly behavior from that day was all a complete act.
あの二人、昔はもっとそっくりでね。ご両親でもどっちがどっちかわからなくて手を焼いていたそうよ。
すごく想像に容易です。ご両親のご苦労がよくわかります。
It kind of gave me kind of an odd look, but explaining would have been a pain, so I didn't bother.
富武のおじさまはまた綿流しの取材が終わったら東京にとんぼ帰りです。
うん。本当はいつまでも滞在していたいんだけどね。しがない大人の都合ってやつさ。
お写真が早く素敵な賞を取るといいですね。お祈りしていますね。
ありがとう。今度来るときには今日撮った君たちの写真も持ってくるよ。
今日は前原くんもお疲れ様。慣れない力仕事で疲れたでしょ。
え、まあ疲れたけど結構楽しかったね。
Something's different.
羨ましいわ。
I'm really interested to see how they turn this into. They relate this to the first game. They haven't related it to the first game at all. Like they've been very good about this is a completely new game, you know. But it's weird that I don't know. Think on her hair, she gives off some intelligent beauty. And see, okay, here's my problem again with the first game: is this game doesn't relate to the first game at all. Nothing is similar. Like, it was slightly different at first, and then throughout the story, it's just gotten more and more and more different. Like, I know this man. I know this man in this game. Obviously, he's right in front of me, so he's going to introduce himself, and he also captured the biker people. So now I'm at this predicament where, in the first game, I had no idea who this man was.
あら、大石さん。
And by the day before the Watanagashi, I definitely knew who this man was. Because I was working with him.
こんばんは。明日の警備の下見ですか?
So nothing is similar.
そんなところ、おや、富武くんじゃご無沙汰しておりますね。
僕の名前を覚えていてくださったとは光栄ですよ。
I just wanted to see.
あなたもつくづくひなみ川が好きですな。ここいらへんは東京よりもずっとアパートは安いですよ。いっそ引っ越してくればいいのに。仲のいい不動産屋を紹介しますよ。
それは嬉しいですね。その説はぜひお世話になりたいです。
ではでは皆さん、良いお年を。園崎の双子さんも良いお年を。
良いお年を、大石刑事。お仕事よろしくお願いします。今年は皆さんの手を煩わせない綿流しにしたいです。
こりゃ手厳しい。
Detective Oishi left us with a low laugh and headed off to some police officer standing a ways away. Oh. Okay, so Mion's still a demon. What's the demon look?
そうね。
Yo, that actually looks pretty damn good. Like, comparatively, I like this sprite the best.
今年は警察のお世話にならない綿流しになるといいわ。
I think I like this sprite better than I like this sprite. Who's with me on that one? I don't know.
君も好きだね。
あら、二郎さんは嫌い？私、そういう夢のある話、潤いのない時代だからこそ、そういうの。
お社様のたたりか。
Yo, the music just kicked off like something fierce. Curse. Tomitaki-san used a troubling word. Suddenly, someone tugged on my arm.
ケイちゃん、私お腹空いちゃったからさ、酒盛りのテントに行ってお菓子でも食べてこない？
そうだな。俺もちょっとお腹が減ったかな。
But what is Shion to Mion if Mion is a demon?
行こう行こう。
I feel like Shion could be also a demon, but I don't know. Shion said something to Takano and Tomitaki-san that stung my ears and gave me a start.
今年は誰が死んで誰が消えるんでしょうね。
Pulled back from Mion's grip and stopped
シオ
abruptly.
ン、今なんて言ったんだ？
Felt like the air around us dried out all of a sudden.
行こうよケイちゃん。つまんない話だよ。
お姉はまだケイちゃんに話してないの？
Shion best girl.
私、そういう話は吹き込まない主義なの。
Shion's cold and quiet tone and Mion's harsher voice were quite the contrast.
おいおいおいおい、何の話だよ。知ってるなら教えてくれよ。俺だけのけ者なんて、なんだか気分悪いぞ。
I don't understand this. Someone explain it to me. This is a completely different universe. I don't know why it's a completely different universe, but it's completely different. She squeezed my hands and hers a bit, but when she realized I would hold my ground on this topic, she let go.
じゃあさ、私先に酒盛りのテントに行ってるよ。早く来ないとケイちゃんの分なくなっちゃうからね。
ああ、分かってるって。すぐ行くから。
Mion left, trotting towards a particularly noisy tent on the other side of the shrine grounds. Before she got there, she stopped and turned back around. I showed no signs of going after her, though, so she ran off.
もしも聞いてないんだったら話してもいいけど、ひょっとすると聞かないで彼女と一緒にお菓子を食べに行った方が賢明かもしれないよ。
You've already got my full attention here. I'm not going to leave without asking at this point.
ケイちゃんにも聞く権利があると思います。
Thank you, Shion.
お姉はその権利を奪ってただけです。
Shion's voice was bristling with thorns, as if somehow blaming me.
一体何の話だって言うんで、あんまりもったいぶられると不愉快ですよ。
Takano-san, realizing how prepared I was, looked across the group. After confirming that there were no objections, she opened her
前
mouth.
原君はタタリを信じる。
タタリ面白いとは思いますけど、あんまり信じては。
I felt their cynical stares and winced. Like they were telling me it was stranger not to believe in curses. So, in this universe, I am hearing about it now.
ケイちゃんは間違ってないですよ。タタリなんて迷信もいいとこ。信じなくて当たり前です。
そうね。それにタタリを信じるかどうかは話を最後まで聞いてからゆっくり考えればいいことなんだから。
Said Takano-san, giving a little smile. They're trying to scare me. At least that's what it feels like.
じゃあ、ケイイチ君はひなみ沢ダム計画を知ってるかい？
Yeah, the other day,
確か
Angel Mort
ひ
Shion.
なみ沢が丸ごと水没する巨大なダムの計画が発表されたって言うんですよね。
You mean the plan for the giant dam that would flood all of
その通
Hinamizawa?
り。それに反対するために住民運動が結成され、国と激しい戦いを繰り広げたんだ。
Heard that too. The entire village united, using all the power at their disposal, mass media, political influence, and other things, and fought the country. The way Mion described it made it sound like a boast.
あれ？ずいぶん詳しいじゃないか。
Oh, you know quite a bit about it.
そう、その通りさ。わずか1000人ちょいの村人たちが中心になって結束して、国。
その辺はお姉に聞かされてませんか？この辺りの武勇伝はお姉も好きですからね。
ああ、話してたよ。
そのひなみ沢の人たちが結束して旗揚げした反対同盟の事務所があったのがね、この神社なんだよ。
ほら、あの集会所がその名残よ。
I'm probably just remembering incorrectly.
解散後は老人会のサークル活動にしか使われてないけど、当時はまさに最後の砦だったの。
I thought it was. It might have been Mion that told me in this game too. But, well, in this game. But I thought it was Shion. Maybe it wasn't. Maybe I just missed something. You know, I would understand if they put an office in the mayor's house. They do look pretty similar, so let's see how I would get them mixed up. Sengaku period warriors.
そんな心境だったんだろうね。彼らはひなみ沢の守り神様であるお社様を祀る神社に本陣を
So, I mean, we know the story, right? Oyashiro-sama. It was definitely it. I mentioned Oyashiro-sama's curse before. Is it the same Oyashiro-sama?
ケイチ君はお社様は知ってるかい？この神社の祀る神様の名前、ひなみ沢を守ってると伝えられている。
So are we saying that Rika is actually Oyashiro-sama?
いや、よくは知らないです。
It's the name of the god or worship the shrine, and Rika. I don't know.
そうか。じゃあここから先は高野さんの方が詳しいかな。タッチ。
平たく言えばそのままお社様はこのひなみ沢に伝わる古い神様で、神聖なこの地が俗世に汚されることがないよう守り続けてきたと伝えられてるわ。お社様崇拝は一種の先民思想の表れではないかと研究されているわね。先民思想って言葉わかるかしら？
Believing yourself chosen, nationalistic belief that you are a part of a superior race or that you're a special clan chosen by the gods. The believe, guessing that's belief, that they're a superior clan, so they believe strongly in cooperating with others, but they also end up being exclusionary towards other clans. I don't go into much detail, but it's sort of the national and religious ideas that lead to war. Of course, that goes for Japan too.
大昔のひなみ沢の人たちは自分たちは人間とは異なる格の違う存在だと強く信じていてね。下界との交流を格が落ちるとして意味嫌ったそうなの。だから村に下界の人間が来ると不純が混じってお社様の罰が当たると強く信じ、何者も近寄らせなかったそうよ。
よそ者を嫌う村ってよく推理小説に出てくるだろう。典型的なそういう村だったらしいんだよ。
一応名誉のために断りますけど、今は違います。
Shion followed up quickly, having sensed the thorns in Tomitaki-san's words. Tomitaki-san, embarrassed at what he said, scratched at his head. So this shrine worships Oyashiro-sama, thinks of Hinamizawa as the holy ground, and it's a symbol of their traditional hatred of the outside world.
なるほど。だから下界からやってきた汚れたダム計画に立ち向かうためにひなみ沢の守り神様の神社に本陣を置いたと。
Takano, pleased. What? I always do that. She must dislike stupid people. What? She must dislike stupid people. Okay, Keiichi. Superstition never realized.
村人たちは視力を尽くしてダム計画に立ち向かう。その最中なんだよ。事実上、あの事件でとどめが入ったと言ってもいい。
ひなみ沢ダムの建設現場の監督がですね、殺されちゃったんです。
That's the same.
4年前かな。結構派手に新聞に載ったんですけど。
ちょっと知らないな。
This is the same, but it's not. The way I find out about it isn't the same. I found out about it from magazines and stuff with Tomitaki-san at the shit, right?
バラバラ殺人だよ。
And then at the festival, they told me a bunch of stuff happened after that as well. It's a gruesome incident, but it was just an incident. Person caused the incident after all. Should they really be put down to the curse?
その翌年にはね、ひなみ沢の住人でありながら旅行先で崖から落ちて、これは事故だそうよ。
何しろひなみ沢中から敵視されている。警察もかなり念入りに他殺の線を洗ったんだけど、結局事故と断定したみたいだよ。
Now it's an accident. This is the most curse-like one, but it's still
さらに
far-fetched.
翌年、今度はね、この神社の神主さんが原因。
前の神主さんは、こう言っちゃ失礼ですけど、村中が反ダムで盛り上がってるのに、神主さんは抵抗運動の象徴である神社の神主さんがそんな感じなんだからね。リーダーシップを期待していた当時の村人たちは失望し、中には怒りをだから当時年寄り連中、これはお社様のたたりだってね。
It did seem like every year dam-related people the village had resentment towards were dying. It was pretty
しかも
creepy.
面白いことに、これらの事件や事故は毎年必ず綿流しのお祭りの晩に起こるんだよ。
ね、ちょっとたたりっぽくなってきたでしょ。
さらに翌年、
Shion doesn't seem like a demon because it seemed like I don't think Shion's
つ
a
まり
demon
去年だね。
because it seems like the demons don't want me to know about it, you
今度
know.
は事故死したダム推進派のリーダー格の男の弟夫婦の奥さんが撲殺死体で発見されちゃったんだ。
ね、やっぱりたたりっぽいでしょ。
4 years in a row. Each one of the incidents and accidents were relatively commonplace, but every single one of them happening on the night of the festival worshiping Oyashiro-sama, that's not normal.
年寄り連中はこの数年の事件ですっかりお社様のたたりを申し、若い人たちだって最初はバカにしてましたけど、今は誰も茶化しませんね。
Yeah, I can see where she's coming from. Even me, even if I didn't think there was a curse at all, thinking about all the incidents like this makes me feel like maybe it's real.
例えば今日のお祭り準備にしてもそうさ。ダムとの戦いで荒れていたとはいえ、何年か前までは綿流しはそんなに盛況していた。
まあそうですね。お社様のたたりの話がなかったらこんなにお祭りには集まりませんね。不信心者には罰が当たるかもしれない。だからお社様のお祭りには必ず出ようって言ってる人たち多いです。
Shion nodded as if she were mocking
どうか
herself.
な。ケイイチ君もひょっとしてたたりは本当にあるのでは。
I mean, we know all this. This is just information we know already. I mean, like you can't just laugh off people related to the damn construction while dying like that. I even feel like if now the more superstitious members of the village might feel stronger.
まあそれでもたたりなんかですけど、信じる人たちの気持ちもわかる。
さすがケイちゃんは冷静に判断できてますね。
Shion grinned, realizing I rejected the curse.
たたりでもなく偶然のはずもないなら、さてこれらの事件はどういうことになるのかしらね。
Akano sighed, smiling playfully as if posing a riddle. Neither a curse nor a coincidence, but every year someone dies. What should we make of that then? Tomitaki-san, catching on to the fact that I had no idea what to make of it, opened his mouth and came to my aid.
高野さんはね、人間の仕業かもしれないって言ってるんだよ。
Simple process of elimination would have gotten me there, but I was a little taken back at not having realized the answer immediately.
だってそうでしょ。たたりでもなく偶然でもないなら、人の意志が働いてるとしか考えられないもの。
Rest, Takano-san. I smiled bitterly in spite of myself. Here I was just a few minutes ago thinking the very concept of a curse was completely absurd. When she suggested that it was someone's doing, I ended up thinking there wasn't any way it could be a person. But Takano-san was right. It was either a curse or it was a person's doing. If unrealistic things like curses didn't exist, then the obvious next step would be start thinking that there's people behind it. But if that was the case, he glanced at Shion.
人間が犯人なら確かにひなみ沢の誰かが犯人なん。現に警察の大石さんはそう見てますから。
おいおい、そんなわけあるのかよ。
I thought I now knew the reason Mion didn't want to talk about this. If Oyashiro-sama's curse really existed, then that's fine. It would be divine judgment for the damn project business. But, however, if Oyashiro-sama's curse didn't exist, which obviously it didn't, then the culprit would be most likely be someone from Hinamizawa. This right here is too obvious that it's the opposite. You know what I'm saying? Like that's like someone saying to you like, "Oh, I didn't do it, or did I?" You know, it's like fuck off, you did it. Get out of here. I guess that's a bad example because you could lie about that, I guess, but it's just like it's kind of like they're trying to force me in that direction, and I don't want to go that direction. So it's obviously a curse. All sorts of methods to fight against it. If one of those methods was maybe
お社様のたたりはダム計画抵抗運動の暗部じゃないかってささやかれてるんです。
Jian dryly put words to my exact thoughts. Of course, I didn't expect it. She was from Hinamizawa, so I didn't think she'd come out with and say it
ちょっと
herself.
落ち着いて考えれば、誰が見たって南沢の誰かの仕業だってわかること。ダム工事に反対して得をする人以外動機がないじゃないですか。
それはそうだけど。
Admitting to the existence of a darker side of the damn conflict would be rude to Mion, who spoke of it so highly. So I couldn't just accept Shion's seemingly logical
それ
viewpoint.
にね、警察の人は知らないだろうけど、
Okay, is it something we don't know?
南沢の人間にはわかる南沢の人間の犯行だという証拠があるんです。
Dude, Shion is best girl, dude. I'm so glad that I know Shion. Shion rebukes me to keep my voice down.
ごめん、でもその証拠って一体。
必ず一人が死んでもう一人が消えるからです。
One more person disappears. That means someone besides the one who died from the curse was a
消え
sacrifice?
るって意味が、それは失踪するって意味か。
そうです。忽然と跡形もなく。
As she spoke, Shion pretended to do a trick with her hands like she were making a magician's hat disappear. One dies a mysterious death, and one disappears never to be seen again. Strange vanishing act. But then, why? How does that equate to someone from Hinamizawa being the culprit?
実はね、南沢の古い伝統の一つにね、お社様の怒りを鎮めるために。
生贄？
ええ、すまきにされて底なし沼に生きたままじわじわと時間をかけて沈めたんです。
Takano-san, though explaining something pretty terrible, had a look of glee on her face as she did so.
文献を調べた限りでは3日3晩をかけて、ほら昔の人って結構ダジャレが好きでしょ。沈めるをかけてたんだと思うの。だから時間をかけて沈めるという意味があったんでしょうね。
Takano-san was the only one laughing at this. Was she telling a joke or something? Shion didn't move to deny it, but I felt the difference in temperature between her cool expression and Takano-san's.
この辺の話は、まあ南沢に昔からいる人なら誰でも知ってますが、それを口に出すことはありませんね。
高野さんは南沢出身じゃないけどね、彼女は郷土史とか民間伝承とかが好きでね、全部独学で調べたんだよ。
そんなにかっこいいものじゃない。単なる知的好奇心。子供と同じよ。ただの怖いもの見たさ程度なんだから。
Tomitaki-san laughed, a little bit embarrassed.
ちょっとってことは何ですか？事件のたびに消えるという一人は生贄に捧げられているって言うんですか？
I mean, we know all this. Shion answers in a word before anyone else can speak. Someone dies and someone disappears.
本当に生贄にされてるかどうかは別にして、
It's like the same exact scene,
過
pretty
去の
much,
事件では
but like with Shion.
必ず一人が死ぬ他に、例えば一番最初のダム現場の監督が殺された事件も複数犯のうちの最後の一人が。
それは単にうまく逃げおおせてるだけなんじゃないんですか？別に生贄にされたというのとは違うのでは。
まあ僕もそうだとは思うんだけどね。で次の年のダム推進派のリーダー格の男なんだけど、
確か旅行先で崖から落ちて亡くなったんですよね。
落ちたのは奥さんも一緒。警察は懸命に捜索したんだけど、どうしても奥さんの崖下の川は増水してたそうだからね。どこか川下の湖の湖底で土砂にでも埋まってしまったのかもしれないけどね。
perpetrator of a dismemberment like that wouldn't want to be caught, so they'd be desperate to run away and hide too. I thought I'd heard cases where the corpse wouldn't surface after the person drowned in a swelled river like that. She vanished because of an unfortunate incident, but I still didn't see a connection to the sacrifices. If you took each of the past incidents in turn, none of the disappearances evoked anything that evoked that terrifying of an image.
その翌年の神主の病死の時ははっきりしてます。奥さんが遺書を残したんです。死んでお社様のお怒りを鎮めに参りますってな感じのが神主さんが亡くなった晩に自宅に残されてたそうですから。
Curse that seems to turn up in this one though.
まあ真相は闇の。その奥さんが受水自殺した沼はさっき高野さんも話した警察も沼を調べたそうだけど、遺品がいくつか見つかっただけで遺体は警察は偽装自殺を疑って今でも探してるらしいよ。
Someone dies every year in the same way, and someone goes missing every year. Is she trying to tell me that everyone who vanished was kidnapped by some extremely efficient means and dumped into the bottomless swamp, still alive and drowned to death? But a curse? That's unbelievable in its own right.
その翌年にはなんだっけ、ダム推進派の男の弟夫婦が殺されたんだよな。
In the same way someone disappeared.
消えました。北条聡君っていう私と同い年の男の子です。殺された主婦の義理の甥にあたります。
Okay.
まあざっとこんな感じね。必ず一人が死んで必ず一人が忽然と消える。
So Satoshi's still the same. And all the deaths are still the same.
つまり一人目が死ぬのはお社様のたたりで、二人目が失踪。
ケイちゃん、たたり、誰かがお社様のたたりという名で一人目を殺し、誰かがその池に。
でもシオン、それじゃあ村の中に犯人がいるってことになるんだぞ。
私は初めからそう睨んでます。結構ショックですよ。この昭和の時代にそんな古い因習で人殺しが堂々と行われるなんて。
Didn't have anything to do with our discussion, but I got the feeling that maybe Shion didn't like Hinamizawa very much. Shion enjoyed talking about Hinamizawa and its epic tales. She had also avoided talking about Oishiro-sama's curse, which didn't paint Hinamizawa in a good light no matter how you looked at it. She was trying not to give me a bad impression of the village, so she didn't say anything. Shion, on the other hand, was somehow different. She wasn't rejecting the concept of a curse to purge Hinamizawa of this bad impression, but rather because she strongly believed that a member of the village was a criminal behind this. Her conviction seemed a bit removed from the tight sense of community held by the people of Hinamizawa. Once upon a time, they looked so alike that you could mistake one for the other. But talking to her now, I was getting a powerful feeling that Shion had a completely different personality than Mion.
じゃあ皆さんはHinamizawaの誰かが犯人だと思ってるんですね。
Man, this is going on. I don't know how long the chapter goes on for. We're at 1 hour and 3 minutes, but then if I end it now, I have a feeling like it's almost close. You're definitely silencing.
じゃあ重ねて質問します。Hinamizawaの誰かが犯人なら、犯人は誰なんですか?
Shion or Takano had a reply to that either. It may have been rude to ask. I'd hoped they didn't have one. The reason I asked was to argue that their explanation that the culprit from Hinamizawa was nothing more than one possibility. Shion caught up to my plan. She gave a pained smile at my petty spite and opened her mouth to speak.
私が言ったのは所詮状況証拠ですからね。具体的に犯人の名前を知ってたなら警察に突き出してます。
As with anybody, then what about Tatana-san? She too smiled dryly, and Shion opened her mouth.
ね、初めに誤解を解いて、別に私は探偵さん。本音を言うとね、犯人が誰かなん。
高野さんも困った人だな。
Fumitaki-san gives a bitter laugh at her surprising opinion on the
私は
matter.
ね、古式ゆかしい残酷な風知的好奇心で面白がってるだけだから、一連の事件も犯人は誰かってことよりも 事件の存在自体が
Does she
古
describe
い
us
民衆が
nothing more
ま
than
だ
a
根
curious
深く
on
残
like
って
her?
ることの証拠だって思
Her
って
smile was as
面白が
sharp.
ってるくらい。
Jesus. Her smile was as sharp as the tip of a blade. A woman like her felt very strange and a little scary to me. Maybe it's just that I had fearful awe of the person's emotion that I couldn't comprehend.
私は全然面白く明日はいよいよ綿流しのお祭りですけど誰にも死んでほしくない。
明日か。
That's right. But it completely slipped my mind. A string of murder incidents people attributed to Ishiro-sama's curse. It wasn't over. Last year's incident wasn't the end. Then tomorrow night at the festival, would someone die and someone disappear?
明日は一体誰が死んで誰が消えるのかしらね。
She almost looked like she was enjoying the thought that the incidents could happen tomorrow. Out of the blue, we heard a loud round of applause. They seemed to be ending the drinking party early. Right, I was making Mion wait this whole time, wasn't I? I should go back to her soon.
高野さんもからかいす。圭一君がすっかり真に受けてしまったじゃないか。
また悪い癖が出ちゃったみたい。
Said Takano-san, sticking out her tongue bashfully. The strangeness in her expression was nowhere to be found.
高野さんはね、純粋そうな圭一君が真剣に聞いてくれるもんだから、ついつい調子に乗っちゃったみたいなんだ。
Unlike Takano-san, Tomitaki-san seemed like a totally normal person with common sense. They were apologizing after realizing what kind of impression they'd given.
高野さんが今した話はあくまでももしもさっきの話で圭一君がひなみ沢に持ってたいい。
もう二郎さん。
高野さんも謝った方がいい。怖がらせてしまってごめんなさいってね。
Takano-san and Tomitaki-san were arguing and messing around now. The strained air around us had already dissipated.
ケイちゃんもお姉は嫉妬深いですからね。私は顔を合わせると喧嘩になりそうだから。
そうなのか。じゃあ俺はミオンのとこに戻って
Shion knows that Mion
待
is
た
a
せたこと
demon.
を謝るかな。
And Mion is scared of Shion. So something's up with Shion.
迷惑をかけたね、圭一君。ミオンちゃんに圭一君を長く借りすぎて申し訳ない。
あ、はい。伝えても機嫌は直さないと思いますけど、一応。
I understand. So they both began.
じゃあね、ケイちゃん。明日のお祭りどこかですれ違い。
会えるよ。どうせ俺たちのことだ。賑やかにやってるに決まってる。
Shion and I said our goodbyes to Tomitaki and Takano-san. Before we could leave, Takano-san called out to us.
私の話を前原くんがあまりに
聞き上手なんてそんな。
I was just in a state of perpetual bewilderment from all the shocking topics being thrown at me one after
今
another.
日した話
まあ興味深かったです。
ならまた今度もひなみ沢の昔話とかおとぎ話もちろん私特選のをたくさん披露するわよ。
I was kind of happy, but kind of worried. I can't help but smile dryly and scratch my head.
圭一君、高野さんがからかっているだけさ。
They say goodbye again and run off. I heard Tomitaki call out behind him in a clear voice that we would see each other at this festival. I went to the tent Mion was waiting for me in. She was nowhere to be found. Made her wait so long, she probably got mad and went home. After asking some adults passing by, I heard that she went home talking to some relatives. Maybe I shouldn't have done that. But my regret for having made Mion wait wasn't enough to triumph over the impression that Takano-san and Shion's uncanny story left on me. Serial murder incidents happened 4 years in a row. Would tomorrow's events make this the 5th? The possibility that someone from Hinamizawa was carrying all this out under the guise of the curse. The queer tradition of the ritual sacrifice entirely becoming of the Showa period we lived in. I regretted it a little, though it was too late. If none of those creepy stories had anything to do with me, then I should have let Mion pull me away from that crowd. Felt a little ashamed about letting my cheap curiosity get the better of me. Oh, that was a long one. They ended the first half early, but then the second half lasted like forever. And I think the reason why it felt like it was so long was because I was just hearing the same information again. Holy damn. Alright, I guess we're reading tips tomorrow. Or whenever I play this again. Jesus. Alright, so Shion's not part of the town, which is relieving. Oh, I love it, dude. I mean, she's suspicious of the town, which means that she can't be a demon, because the demons are all trying to hide it, you know? They're all trying to, like, hey, get away, don't talk about that incident, you know? So Shion's kind of like a saving grace. I don't know any of the people that I knew in the first one, and the Watanagashi is happening tomorrow, which means this is a completely different timeline for some reason. I don't know if it's an illusion or what's happening there. It started out similar enough to where it could have been the same timeline, and now it's just everything's knocked out of proportion, where this is definitely a different part of the story, because I don't know the people that I know. I don't know the stories that I knew in the first one, so it's not happening at the same time as the first one, or it is happening at the same time, but it's different. Nothing is the same. This is a different story, where there's a Shion. So I don't know if there's time travel involved. That could be one explanation for it. That would be a little ambitious of this game, though, so I don't know about that. There could also be like a reset, like a demon reset. I don't know if this is like, I brought up in the beginning of this that this could be happening in the same time of me leaving my house and going to call Oishi. Maybe they like brainwashed me at that point, and like this is my time back in the town. Like they wanted me to stay in the town or whatever. And then, because we don't know when that call happened really, actually. Now that I think about the first one, actually, we have no idea when that call to Oishi-san happened. But it still doesn't excuse the fact that I don't know Oishi-san. Or Oishi-san doesn't know me, you know? Like, I would feel like Oishi-san would kind of let me know, you know? Or like call me or something, you know, during that time, if my theory is correct about me being brainwashed as soon as I jumped out of the house. But then there's also like a bunch of stuff like, what is Shion? I guess my questions are, what is Shion? Why are we in a different timeline? Is it an illusion from the drugs, maybe? Maybe when I blacked out, like a whole bunch of shit happened? I don't know. Or just this is a completely different story. It's weird that, and then they have to explain all the shit again. But all the shit's the same. Like everything's the same, but different. But then why is Tomitaki-san alive? That's another thing. It's like, there's people that are alive that are dead in the first one, and I don't know how or why or before, and it's a day before the Watanagashi. So if we're, so my assumption in the beginning was that it's an illusion. After I jumped out of the house, it's an illusion, and I was injected, and everybody's just pretending like it's the day before the Watanagashi when it's not. But then why is Tomitaki-san alive? So that is just immediately ruled out because Tomitaki-san is alive right now. So if this is actually before the Watanagashi when Tomitaki-san is still alive, then something is different because this is a different world. It's like a completely different world. And Shion is around, and Shion's kind of like the anti-Mion, right? Like she's like cool. She's like a cool Mion because Mion's a demon and demons suck. I don't know. Anyways, I gotta end it here before I talk on forever. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you guys enjoyed this episode, please hit the like button. I really appreciate it. Also, subscribe if you haven't done so already. I know this the ending I was reading a little bit fast, but Jesus, it's been an hour and 13 minutes. So what I might do is split this up into two. So if this episode is not an hour and 13 minutes, that's what happened. But I also might just keep it like this anyway because I don't know. We'll see what happens. Anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you guys in the next episode, and peace out, you guys.